Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Taking a quick look at some new images we've gathered tonight from our photojournalist Doug Locksmith. Those are fire lines that are being built right now to help contain the valley fire, now burning over 7,000 acres. Last clocked in at 7,800 plus acres, and you can see the bright orange in the background. And we turned our Grove Tower cam from downtown Boise facing to the west, now facing to the east, and you can still see that orange right there. Those are the fire lines that are being built right now to help contain this fire. Current temperature sitting into the 60s. Unfortunately, we've got a low pressure system that's bringing wind into the area, and it's not helping out at all. You can see that system just to the north of us. It's actually moved a little bit further off to the east, and it's bringing in those cooler temperatures, but also bringing in wind. So hopefully we'll get updates tonight regarding that fire. Hopefully not going to be growing any further, and those fire lines are going to help contain things. Going into tomorrow, much cooler than what we saw today. 80s and upper 80s, a couple of 90s mixed in there too. Temperature is going to be dropping and then going to be rising right back into Sunday. We're going to be paying attention throughout the rest of this week because it's going to be pretty consistent temperatures. But going into next Friday, take a look at what the Pacific Northwest has to hold for us. A really nice low pressure system that could be bringing in some cooler temperatures. Hopefully some of that precipitation that we're seeing right here too will make its way into Idaho, cooling things off and clearing things out too. We really need wildfire season to come to an end at some point, and it's still raining strong even into the month of October. 88, the highest temperature we saw today in Boise. Also saw that in Rome. Saw 90s down in Twin Falls. That's looking like summer weather right there. I know we were in triple digits a couple of times there, but fairly impressive to see how hot it got today. 80 over in Ketchum, but like I mentioned, a cold front is going to be moving in, cooling things off, dropping the temperature significantly. 72 expected to be the high in Boise, 73 in Twin Falls, 67 in Ketchum. Do expect a majority of the day over here in the Treasure Valley to be in the 60s. Won't be until the 70s around 5 o'clock, which is the start of the Boise State game. I'll have your forecast for that coming up in just a couple of moments. But nice to see the cool temperatures after a fairly toasty day, what we saw here in the Gem State. But temperature still above average. This is our 6 to 10 day outlook, our temperature outlook. And as you can see, a majority of the Gem State still sitting in that upper echelon of the warmer category. It has been a toasty summer. It continues to be somewhat of a warm fall as well. As wonderful as these temperatures are, it's still a sign of very, very warm conditions. And we really do need to see that cool down, and this is somewhat of a start of it. Going to be seeing mid to low 70s across the board with clear skies. Nice and cool 40s expected to be your lows on top of that as well. Conditions mostly clear up into the western central mountains. 60s expected in McCall and Cascade. 70s everywhere else. Pardon me. Going to be seeing in the eastern central mountains. 60s in Stanley and in Sun Valley. 70s expected in Haley and in Fairfield with mostly clear conditions expected for them. Like I mentioned, if you are planning on going to the Blue on a Saturday, Boise State taking on Utah State. 70 degrees expected at kickoff. 68 around halftime. And then at your drive home, going to be into the low 60s, potentially dropping into the 50s just after that. So pay attention to it. Hopefully Astron Jets will be scoring more touchdowns in these wonderful conditions that we've got. Make sure to bring a jacket. It's going to be a cool one. Temperature is going to be rising after that 72 we see on Saturday. Back up into the 80s. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday going to be at 81. 79 expected for your Sunday. Going to see another 79 expected next Thursday. 74 next Friday. This may be a sign of cooler temperatures on the way heading into next weekend. So make sure you go out there, enjoy the nice temperatures we have ahead for this weekend.